Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today's lesson is Specto, and it is a vision by Silke Wagner. And when I first saw it, I thought, I love the little twist it gives, but the more I do it, the more I love it. You can see I've added a little color here. This one I've done on a brown tile and added a little white and black, and it is indeed a spectacle to see. Specto reminds me a little bit of garlic. Almost forgot the name of it. Garlic, but you're going to find it. Or when I did it in class, they said it looks like skeins of yarn wound up, but it's just got a lot of possibilities. And so we're going to do it on a plain tile, just a regular 3x3 tile. You can get a package of these tiles on my online store. I'll put a link below at inkadoodles.com. And here we go with Specto. And it just starts with a very lazy S shape. And then we're going to mark where we want this center to be, because that's going to be a reference point. And now we're going to draw down the line, come out a little bit, and come around, and come back in. So we've made a little kind of a curve shape, or a little teardrop shape, and then we're going to repeat that. That's probably the hardest part, is that first one, because then we just repeat that, and I will do that 4 or 5 times. Now, I can go from this direction and back up and do the same thing. Where we repeat. And I like that thick black line. That's part of the Specto. Now we come back in for our second stroke, and we're going to come down in and just touch. And as we get to about where we make a straight line, now we're going to start bowing out the other direction. Now we're going to do it from the bottom part. Down and touch. When it gets straight, we're going to start bowing out the other direction. And there we have Specto. And I've just repeated this design over and over. So we just make another S shape, very lazy S, marker center point, now sometimes it's hard to draw backwards. I find that hard for me most of the time. So you can turn your tile around and repeat that same stroke, pulling it towards you, and you might find that a little easier. And there we have Specto. Lazy S, dot in the center, teardrop, repeat that teardrop shape, rotate it around, and repeat that teardrop shape. Now we're going to come back in and fill in the other half. where those lines come down, just echo. And fill in. Now adding embellishments to this one, as you can see here, I just filled in the spaces with black. Just filled them in, and that was a suggestion from one of my students, Karen, and she started filling in just the background, and we thought it was very stunning. And or you could put little circles in between, especially if you're doing on a Renaissance tile or a round tile. You can get these round little tiles on my website if you want. And you can see that I've added, I've used a brown and a micron black, very small black one in there. So to fill in the in-betweens, I would just see that little crevice right there. I would fill that in with black. And then I might come and do a little curved line here and fill that in. That's how I achieved this. Then I just went back and added some circles, some little curly cues on the top, if you like. And there you have Specto by Silke Wagner. Silke, this is a beautiful, beautiful tangle. I'm really fond of it. I will probably use it like I did, or like I do, use garlic, which is a lot like this, but a little different sense. I love the curves in it and the shading. Oh, goodness, I about forgot about the shading. I just like to shade this shape right here. And then take my blending stump and blend it up into that point or down into this point. And there you have Specto. What a spectacle of beauty. Thanks, Silke, for this tangle.